rock and roll, to create these careers for ourselves. Nobody prepares you for the end. You kind of imagine that, making it as a kid is some sort of finish line where you'll spike the football, throw your hands in the air and scream goal. I mean, it's like, yeah. But you get there and it's like, well, what now? I'm 30 years old. My band's career's over and I got 50 more years to live and I've planned on nothing. So the next 10 years for me were a real struggle to find myself and to find a career in radio, television, in films and things like that. So by doing it on the weekends, it keeps it fun, it keeps it fresh, and allows us to go back and continue with the lives that we've found after the demise of the band.
All right, Italy! Would you please welcome Twisted Sister! Welcome to our show! If you count that ball,
I think that one of the key things is that in the United States is a return to the old school, the 80s rock, in almost a nostalgic way. It seems to me that in Europe, it never really went away. It's just continued to exist on one level or another, and it reflects in the way, in the age range of the audience. There's all ages out there.
we're right, we'll play, we'll fight, we'll say, we're not gonna take it. I know we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. We're not gonna take it. I know we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. No way! Was I? We're right, we're free, we'll fight, we'll sing it from Hallelujah!
We've always said that we were the special effects and a Twisted Sister show. I mean, people come away from a Twisted show saying, oh, it was amazing, the pyrotechnics and all. We never use pyrotechnics. We do dress up, the hair, the makeup, the costumes, that's all there.
And the audience, by the way, is another part of the special effect. Because most people will walk away from a show after we play it, say, wow, I can't believe I got that involved in it. So we draw the audience into the show. We make them really part of it, and they become so into it. They expend so much energy. They're left pretty spent when it's over. And that's really the effect. When we walk off stage, the audience is more tired than we are, and that's when we know we did a good job.
All right, sick motherfuckers! Sick motherfuckers! You sick motherfuckers! Say, I'm a sick motherfucker! Try that again. I'm a sick motherfucker! Next year, Twisted Sister headlines Gods of Metal. Headlines Gods of Metal! I wanna rock! I wanna rock! Effective. You in the back, on the hill. You. What's up? Yeah. What the fuck is that? Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Get up! Get up! Get up! Come on! Over there! Yeah! My friend! Right there!
this to the sound man, okay? Meet you guys over there.
AC, fan, window.
Warm. Old school. That's the way you do it.
Festivals like this, there's a lot of bands that have been around for a long time, and you do meet them everywhere and in the weirdest situations. I mean, airports and at the shows, and you know, in their hometown. When they've been touring a long time too. All these bands, pretty much. So, of course, you get to know them. You know, some are really nice until they get drunk, and some are nice when they're drunk and not when they're sober. So, you know, it's just. It's good to see everybody.
They're very different people, you know. Everybody has to choose his own way of getting older, you know. I mean, I dye my hair, and luckily, I'm still fairly thin, you know, like, because a lot of people really aren't, you know.
We are motorhead. We're gonna kick your ass.
My secret is that I have no idea what being 58 is. You know, I don't have any frame of reference for it. I'm still 27 or something, you know. Like, I saw no reason to get older than that, so I didn't. You know.
It's suicide to live on pain. You blame your own decision moon. Your own life. And it's still like a knife. They know you're wearing red. Now you know you're gonna shoot you in the back. Hey. Just like you listen to me. Thank you very much.
The Judas Priest show tonight, it's just gonna be awesome. These kids aren't ready for it. I mean, Rob is back. The band plays like it was just yesterday.
I work for Judas Priest. I'm a drum tech for Scott Travis. And it's a life. It's not, you gotta enjoy the music to do it. I enjoy it a whole lot. I love it. 20 years I've been doing it for this band.
This is history. This is almost 20 years of Judas Priest, all right? This is a Glenn Tipton model Hamer, all right? And he's been using this since, oh, what was it? I think 1987. This guitar's been like one of his #1 guitars on every single tour, on every single album, right? This guitar and this guitar here. These are what it's all about.
Judas Priest were the pioneers of this wonderful music that we call heavy metal. And here we are celebrating 30 years of being together in Judas Priest and seeing all these incredible bands that have grown up around us and continue to keep the force of metal alive and powerful.
Up here in space, I'm looking down on you. My lasers trace everything you do. You think your private lives think nothing of the kind. There is no true escape, I'm watching all the time. I'm made of metal, my circuits clean. I am perpetual, I keep the country clean. I'm elected, electric spy. I'm protected, electric guy.
As far as the reunion's concerned, it's two things. It's the music and the fans. You know, it's like a family. We've known each other for so many years, but and families have things that, you know, are moving and flexing about with different ideas and possibilities, and I think that we just missed being together. We missed being together on stage, doing the great things that this band does, with the reaction that we create with the hardcore metal fans that we have around the world.
Machines are taking all over, but mankind never coming. They never to discover all they can make of the dumbbell.
When we grew up, there were no real metal bands to look to. I mean, we grew up on the end of the electric rock experience with people like Hendrix and the Cream and so forth. The true innovators of metal are people like Priest and Sabbath and so on. And so we kind of created this whole experience.
Every generation influences the next generation. My influences were the Yardbirds and the Who and the Rolling Stones. You know, I was friends with Jim Morrison, so Jim Morrison was kind of an influence. He was like a big brother, you know, and Jimi Hendrix. This generation is more influenced by Alice Cooper and Kiss and Ozzy. So yeah, I think we influenced a lot of bands tonight. If you saw Wasp, yeah, you saw a lot of Alice Cooper. Twisted Sister, a lot of Alice Cooper. I mean, there's, you know, it's just bands that came after us, so they were obviously influenced.
I got a friend coloring the way. They can't see with me. I'm feeling real shut down and I'm feeling mean. Hold on.
If you've never seen an Alice Cooper show, it's basically the prototype for what goes on in rock shows. We were doing this kind of show in 1968, before anybody. You know, we did makeup before anybody. We did theatrics before anybody. We did props, you know. So, you know, it's sort of like we've been doing it longer, and we kind of have a handle on how to do it. I always refer to Alice in the third person because I'm not Alice till I go on stage. you know, and then I become Alice. And so I think that there's a history behind Alice that I think people come to see. And I think if you stay around for 35 years, you attain that sort of urban legend, you know. And I think people want to see it before it's gone.
They want to see it one more time. They want to enjoy it. And then they want to go back home to their wife and kids and go back to work on Monday. So we're providing people with that opportunity. And it's also the opportunity for us to get out there one more time and show people what it was like back in the day.
We've all grown up with metal, you know, the music that we know and love. And I'm sure we'll all take it to our graves, you know.
If you think about it, the Beatles completely turned over audiences. Elvis turned over audiences. Metal is only the third thing in the history of rock and roll that has ever been able to completely recycle an audience. And that's a phenomenon.
Rock and roll or heavy metal, whatever you want to call it, it's always been there. It's always going to be there. It's just that sometimes other types of music is coming on so strong, like let's say hip hop, and you know, so it's being buried. It's not like it's going away. It still has all these great fans around the world. So and now when certain types of music are fading out a little bit, the rock and roll and heavy metal or whatever is still standing there, you know, and then you see it again. You see it on MTV, on VH1, on, you know, in magazines, and so it's coming out more because they give it more time now again, you know. Because I mean, you know, different styles for different time eras, I'd say, you know. It's always been there. Oh yeah, they fell asleep. It's very normal.